I am officially at my Storymakers convention. I just checked in. I got this awesome swag bag. I'm not going to take it in with me though because I have my personal work bag that I love so much. But I wanted to show you the swag that they sent me with. So there's a pen. There's just a bunch of stuff in here, a bunch of worksheets. And then there is a Storymakers conference notebook, and of course a lanyard for my badge. So I'm super excited. It's beginning. I can't wait, and I'm gonna take some footage as I go just to share with the experience with you guys. So here we go. Hey guys, this is my first vlog ever. I just got back from my conference and took a nap, which you've seen. But wow, what an amazing experience. So I had some peers review my first 10 pages. And there's a couple of issues, as there is with any draft. I have some timing that I need to work out, making sure that my main character's visions that she's having, her little episodes into seeing into the future, are a little bit more clear. But that's it. And the one guy who's written several books was actually a teacher there at the conference and just kind of sat in to have his own manuscript looked at. Basically told me that when this book gets published, let him know and he'll do everything he can to help me push it along. So I'm like, are you serious? That's amazing. I just feel so empowered and so excited for the first time in a really long time, because I actually let people read my work, which is scary. It's really scary. And they loved it. They loved it. They're like, this was so good. I could totally get a feel for your protagonist. They did want to see a little more emotion too, because she's a teenager, and you know how teenagers are, you know how young adults are, you know how not so young adults are. We have emotions, and especially if it's something like finding out that you can see into the future, a little bit more of a reaction I think is warranted, and they were right about that. It's been something that I've been wanting to put in my book for a long time, and so this just motivates me even more. But they asked for, so the whole thing was okay, first pages, you give them 10, and they're hungry for more. They're like, how much have you written? We want to see more. And I'm like, I've got 7 or 8 chapters written. It's not great. It's real rough. And they're like, please send it. And I'm like, seriously? You want to see the rest of this even though it's not? So I'm just so excited, so uplifted, and just oh my gosh, peer reviews went so well. The published author that was kind of moderating was like, this is a really cool idea. This is a really fresh spin on some urban fantasy. She's like, good job, keep up the work. So I feel really happy. Yeah, the peer reviews were fantastic. And this is really cool. I met up with, and not on purpose, but one of my professors in college, Josh Allen. He was my editing teacher, and I took his class at the crack of dawn because that's when it was offered. But there was, I think, 10 of us in that class because it was so early and because it was our upper divisions. And we had edited a manuscript together. He totally remembered. And it was just so fun catching up, where he is. He teaches in Idaho. He's switching spots and teaching in Hawaii next year. Just catching up with him and seeing this guy who was my mentor in ways that he didn't even understand, and being able to kind of share how he had shaped my career and how I still hear his voice in my head saying, you don't need that exclamation mark, you just need to use better words to describe your sentence. It was really cool. And so just catching up with him, and Yeah, just meeting new people, making new friends. It was awesome. Like, I want to come to this conference every year. Um, so yeah, that was my experience today. I'm really excited for tomorrow, learning about how to write good villains, learning about, I don't know, story structure, um, all of these like intensive deep dives into just all of the writing. Is going to be so, so great. And if I can catch snippets, I will. If not, I'm going to summarize like I'm doing right now. But yeah, it was just amazing. Like, amazing. I am blown away and super, super motivated and cannot wait to go into day 2. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. The Storymakers Conference is in Provo, Utah from May today to May 2 days from now. I don't know the dates. I think the 13th through the 15th, but it's just so exciting. I've gotten so much art out of it already. And I am just like tickled that like I get to do it all again tomorrow. So that's my vlog and my check-in for tonight. I'm sure I'll have plenty of juicy info to share tomorrow. But until then, I will talk to you guys later.